Hey, welcome along everybody as we take Ray and Jarrad out for a bit of four-wheel drive action out near Kenilworth on the way to Imbil. So stay tuned and join in the fun.
Hey everybody, we're out in behind Imbil and we're doing a little bit of four-wheel driving today. I've got Ray with me, you know, the two old farts from the Muppets, and of course we've got, must be Kermit.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, this is Jarrad anyway. So yeah, we're out having a bit of fun out behind Imbil and Kenilworth today. So yeah, follow along.
So we started the day out behind Kenilworth, and I was looking for an old track that I haven't driven for probably about 10 years. And I know there's been a fair bit of rain lately, so we thought we'd go out there, see if I can find it. We did actually find it, but we found that it was just too washed out, and I don't think that Ray in particular was going to get up there, and I doubt if my car would have got up there even as well. And so we thought, no, we'll turn around and we'll go and try and find another track that I know that I also haven't driven for quite some time. We headed back out to the main road out through Charlie and Wheelin's campground, which is right here, and out through the other side, and we're going to try and find a track called Black Hut Road. Now, I haven't found it for quite some time. They've had it gated off in places, but we actually found that the gates were open, so they've obviously allowed us to go through. So here we go.
Colin and Jarrad are on the way.
This is a relatively shallow crossing, and it's got a nice rocky bottom and actually quite a rocky exit there, and Ray's car's not doing too bad at all. So this track crosses a couple of these tiny little creeks here, and then into a little bit of a rainforest section eventually. Once we get through the forestry trees here, these big pine trees, we'll wind our way up the Black Hut Road, up through the rainforest, and it's very, very tropical looking. Absolutely beautiful here, huge trees, palms everywhere. And it's still a little bit damp. We've had a fair bit of rain over the last couple of months, but it's been about 2 weeks of dry weather, so I'm hoping that the big greasy red hill up further is going to allow us to get through. So we'll find out shortly. But let's continue on up the hills here, and it's a fair old drive up this hill. We climbed to quite a reasonable height that you'll see later on when we get to the viewpoint. So most of this drive would be classed as an easy drive, but when you get a bit of rain, of course, it can turn an easy drive into a difficult drive, and a little bit more rain and you're into the extreme sort of territory. There is the main track all the way through, but we're actually going to take a few little side tracks here and there as well, because there are a couple of interesting little hills we can play on. So here we are at the big red Greasy Hill, and it's got like a clay base to it. It's a red sort of soil, and whenever this gets wet it gets quite slippery. It's not too bad at the moment. It looks like they have run a grader over here a couple of years ago, so it's not looking too bad. It can get quite rutted in places, so we'll have a look and see what we can manage. If you're not sure about what the track conditions are like, it always pays to get out and have a bit of a walk uphill. Here I am giving my knees a bit of a workout after my knee replacement. Here comes Ray as well. He's going to have a bit of a look as well. We're going to plan our route up just to make things a little bit easier. So we've made our decisions now and we can take this on. So by doing a walkthrough, even Ray's car on standard all-terrain tyres is doing a bang-up job of it. We've made it up the big Greasy section, so from here on in we still keep on climbing. It's a fair way up that we're going. So yeah, we'll just keep on climbing up this hill. We're finally getting close to the top. As you can see, the trees are thinning out a little bit. We can see a bit more sky now, and then it'll open up and we get to a bit of a view very shortly.
Oh, just hang on a sec, I've got to film that bit. Just hold back a little bit.
So this is one of the little side tracks, and it's been years since anybody's driven this little bit. I have driven it before, but obviously it's a little bit overgrown. So I did walk down there just to check. The main track is just here, and of course it continues on. We're going to have some fun on some of these side tracks. So Jarrad's going to have a go at this hill. I don't know if I'm quite game. Let's have a little bit of a look at it. There's Ray way up there. We'll see how he goes. Do you need a spotter? Passenger side down just a bit. You're about to drop into that hole.
Now that was a wheelin.
I couldn't see the wheel, but I could see the car going up, that's for sure.
What?
Yeah, this will just give you a bit of an idea of the steepness of this hill.
It's steep. There's some good ruts.
So we're going a little bit further along this track, and there's a couple of little side tracks here. One of them goes up to a fantastic view of Barba Dam. So we checked it all out, and yeah, this one looks easily doable, so let's have a go.
Here comes Jarrad. It's steep just to climb onto the track. We're Lake Barumba.
It's a pretty good view from up here, so we stopped and had a bit of lunch and just took in the view for a little while, as well as talking about tyres, etc. Of course.
Going down Greasy Hill. Starting with a bump. Probably if you look at it on paper, it doesn't look anywhere near as steep as it is. At least my car's a little bit lighter, it doesn't go down quite as hard as yours. Hopefully, that's what I'm saying to myself. Now where's he going to go? Watch out for that tree. Oh, that one. That was something solid.
Jarrad's down nice and easily, and now it's time for Ray. See how he's going to go. Now Ray's got a 2-inch lift, still on original tyres, but he seems to be doing quite well. His downhill descent control seems to be doing its job. He told me later on that he's actually not using his brakes at all. So there's just the car doing it by itself. With all the cars safely down, we then turned off this little side bit to get down to the main road, and we're going to take in a few of the views on the way down. We're up quite high, so there's quite spectacular views just a little bit further on. So I'm actually sure this track would be actually fun from the other direction as well, coming in from the Imbil or Brulu side and winding your way back through to the Charlie Moreland's campground. Beautiful areas out here, but now it's time to air up and head for home.
So that was a day driving around in between Kenilworth and near Imbil. We're going to end up at Brulu. It's still half crazy at the moment, coming again. And what do you think of that for a drive?
That was a drive.
Yeah,
It was definitely a
fun.
drive.
Yeah, a couple of good hills to play on.
Yeah, up and down.
Yeah,
And slippery.
yeah. Ray's car made it really well, which we're really thrilled about.
Yep.
And yeah, we didn't break too much on it.
Not bad for 2-hole holding.
Yeah.
That's all
Okay,
you get.
guys. If you've enjoyed this video, remember give it a like and a subscribe. You know, push the button down there wherever it is somewhere. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
See you again.
Puppy, Nanny Rose is going to go and drive through Nolan's. Bananas!